Increasingly, shareholders are in favor of paying the CEOs what their management is saying they should get.
Tesla has never seen more than 63% voter turnout in any shareholder vote, and says even assuming that's higher at 75%, Tesla would need over 73% of the unaccounted for voters to vote yes for the pay package to pass.
Our shareholders approved it in 2018. Now they're approving it again, hopefully, as far as Elon Musk is concerned.
You've got groups like CalSTRS saying, well, we don't think he should get this money because it's easy for them to renege. He already hit the targets.
If Apple integrates OpenAI in its OS, he will ban devices at his companies.
All that and more. So let's get to it. Tesla stock is down in the pre-market about 0.1%. Sitting at 173.60. I did place an option last week to expire at the end of this week. A 177.50 put. I'm not so certain that even if the shareholders vote to approve Elon Musk's pay package, that the stock will go up. In fact, it's been my history that whenever Tesla has any sort of event, shareholder meeting, battery day, AI, whatever it is, the stock tends to fall for a few days until it can be digested properly, if ever. I'll be betting that the stock falls in the short term, but I don't mind being pleasantly surprised either. Grand scheme of things, this shit not gonna matter in the long run. 2028, 2030, 2032. Tesla's already on a path that's going to make them the most valuable company on the planet. This just happens faster if Elon Musk is incentivized properly.
Investors are eagerly awaiting the vote on Elon Musk's CEO pay package set for June 13th. Shareholders will decide if the Tesla chief can keep his record $56 billion compensation package that was awarded to him back in 2018. Yahoo Finance's Alexis Keene has been looking into the recent trends in so-called say-on-pay votes. Alexis.
Yeah, so there's some mixed support coming out from major shareholders in Tesla. You had last week Barron Capital's Ron Barron saying, vote yes, let him have this money. They have about 0.5% stake in the company. Then, on the other hand, you had over this weekend Norway's Sovereign Wealth Fund coming out, a 1% stakeholder approximately, saying, no, we don't support this. But look, at the bottom line is this will come down to asset managers like BlackRock and Vanguard that tend to support management in these initiatives and have a significant stake in the company when you start adding those together. Now, the trend, though, is what I've been looking at in these say-on-pay packages. And increasingly, shareholders are in favor of paying the CEOs what their management is saying they should get.
And rightfully so. If you've decided to invest your hard-earned cash in a company you believe in the products that you believe in, you probably are in favor of what the management is deciding to do. The problem isn't that Elon Musk deserves this pay package, because he does. The problem is, it's an exorbitant amount of money for already the world's richest man. The fact that we're even talking about this is ridiculous. I became a shareholder in this company because Elon Musk hit these metrics in his pay package. So much more innovation, so much more opportunity to grow. In a way, the Delaware court has interjected themselves and has endangered the very reason why I invested in Tesla in the first place.
Caroline, you look at this stock and, all the commentary and headlines that are coming out. It's like the retail investors versus institutional for this pay package. I mean, you got anything else for us? Because it seems like no matter what happens, it's going to be, good for one side and not good for the other.
I got a simple solution for that. Those that want to vote no on this pay package to incentivize one of the greatest engineers and innovators of our time, in the words of the immortal Martin Lawrence, they can get to stepping. They'd rather Elon Musk get paid pennies on the dollar in relationship to the value that he created. Well, to that I say, get the f*** out of here with that nonsense. I want my techno king to be invested in this company as much as he possibly can. This ensures that his alignment is with mine. It leaves no doubt that he's trying to create the most value for this company. How can you possibly be against that as a shareholder?
I think that's a good way to put it. And it's been such a hot button issue and one of many overhangs on Tesla's stock. So at least one of the overhangs could potentially be solved for on Thursday. As you said, that's the shareholder meeting. Obviously, the $56 billion pay package is really the big point of contention here. And yes, there's a lot of mixed commentary from analysts about what's going to happen, and then there's mixed opinions on if Elon Musk should be paid this $56 billion in pay package that was already approved. I think that's important to note in 2018. But Musk did tweet on Saturday that roughly 90% of retail shareholders voted in favor of his compensation package. But of course, he needs buy-in from institutional shareholders as well, and we know he won't be getting that from Norway's $1.7 trillion sovereign wealth fund. Over the weekend, it said it will vote against ratifying the pay package. It's concerned about the size, the structure, dilution, among other things.
Forget about all the value he's created, all the money he's made that fund. I hate to hit him with all the Navy core values, but where's your honor in this situation? Your courage to stand up for what is right. Sure, you didn't agree with it back in 2018, but the man was working on the pretext that he would get paid. Should he hit those metrics and get paid nada if he doesn't? Where is your commitment to the Tesla brand that has made you so much money? My question to these funds and individuals that are going to vote no on something that's already happened, where did your values go? Were they there to begin with?
Longtime Tesla bull and shareholder Ron Barron wrote an open letter not too long ago in support of Musk. He thinks he earned it. He deserves it. We're getting mixed opinions from analysts, as I said, about the outcome as well. Bernstein, who the analyst there, has an underperform rating and $120 price target on Tesla shares. This puts it into perspective. But he thinks it's unlikely to pass shareholder vote and that investors may be underestimating the risk that it's actually rejected. Says around 25% of eligible voting shares are held by either passives who are likely to follow the proxy advisor's no opinion, or institutionals who have publicly announced their decision to vote no. Points out that Tesla has never seen more than 63% voter turnout in any shareholder vote, and says even assuming that's higher at 75%, Tesla would need over 73% of the unaccounted for voters to vote yes for the pay package to pass.
Sounds like a daunting task. Some would even call it impossible. The analyst she speaks of is Tony Sacconaghi over there at Bernstein, but you would think as long as he's been covering Tesla, impossible is their specialty.
Even if it goes through, it might not help Elon Musk get his $56 billion pay package.
Yeah, absolutely. This is going to be settled in Delaware court, and I suppose possibly in Texas court, or maybe in a federal court at some point, depending on how Elon Musk responds. But what Tesla is trying to do is create, as our colleagues Dana Hull and Jeff Feely wrote, is to create a kind of way to explain this to the court. They're going to say, look, our shareholders approved it in 2018. Now they're approving it again, hopefully, as far as Elon Musk is concerned, in 2024. So it's more about forming the appeal rather than some kind of definitive resolution to this case.
It's like narrative, basically.
100%.
But the narrative with some of the, proxy investor groups and those advising shareholders hasn't been great. They've been saying, don't go with us.
So these proxy advisors generally don't back these gigantic pay packages. They did not back the 2018 one. But what is interesting here is that you have some major shareholders coming out and saying, we are against this. Over the weekend, the Norwegian Sovereign Wealth Fund said that they're going to vote against this pay package, or that as far as they're concerned right now, they're going to. Maybe there'll be some further negotiation between now and Thursday. But in any case, that fund is a major shareholder, top 10 shareholder. Norway is also a huge market for Tesla. So that seems like a significant kind of caution light for Elon Musk right now.
Look, it's not about the money for me. The more value he creates, the more money I think he deserves. He probably deserves more. I just want this to be over and done with. We've got massive innovation on the horizon. And I'd like my techno king to be incentivized to not just get there first, but the most efficient, driving those big-brained engineers over there at Tesla to even greater heights. No one thought he could hit these milestones, laughed at in the public sphere, considered impossible. My only question now is, what's next? What goals do the board have for Tesla and Elon Musk? With this Delaware judge's haphazard decision to not award the greatest pay package on the planet, we are forced to wait even longer to see what the future may hold for Tesla and Elon Musk. Much like in 2018, his pay package is a window into what is even possible, despite being an impossibility to most people that hear it. Should this not go through, or even if it does go through, the courts still deem that he is not worthy of this pay package, this poses a gigantic problem. The will of the board, the will of the shareholders being disregarded by the court? What country is this?
Totally different. The Tesla shareholder meeting. It's happening on Thursday. Waiting to see if investors approve Elon Musk's pay package, estimated to be nearly $50 billion. You have CalPERS or CalSTRS. You got the Norwegian funds. They're going to vote against it. Do you have a take on how this should go or where it will go?
Well, this pay package was originally approved back in 2018, and at that time, everybody kind of laughed at it. They thought that these goals were completely unrealistic and Elon would never hit them. And he did hit them, and that's the reason why the pay package is so large, and then it got voided by a judge, even though 73% of Tesla shareholders back at that time had approved it. So now you've got groups like CalSTRS saying, well, we don't think he should get this money because it's easy for them to renege. He already hit the targets. But I would just question the basic fairness of setting up targets and a plan that all the shareholders, not all, but the vast majority of shareholders approved back in 2018, and then you pull the rug out from under him once he actually hits all the targets.
No f***ing integrity. Pay that man his money. In lighter news?
Apple is partnering with OpenAI and Elon Musk. Not happy. The Tesla CEO announcing in a post on X that if Apple integrates OpenAI in its OS, he will ban devices at his companies. Musk went on to call the partnership an unacceptable security violation. During Apple's Worldwide Developers Conference keynote, Apple announced ChatGPT will be available for free in both iOS 18 and Mac OS Sequoia. In a statement, OpenAI CEO Sam Altman, who appeared at the conference, expressed excitement at the partnership, noting Apple's shares our commitment to safety and innovation. Elon Musk was among OpenAI's co-founders back in 2015. Remember, company's founding statement warned of the dangers of AI if it were built or used incorrectly. Just 3 years later, Musk left OpenAI's board. He's since become a critic of the company.
I'm a firm believer that we sacrificed our privacy a long time ago. Microsoft, Apple, ChatGPT's come a long way from the non-profit that we used to know. Question is, now does Elon Musk create an alternative to Apple devices? Would that fall into SpaceX territory, X territory, or Tesla territory? Maybe a collaboration from all three? Either way, there won't be a lot of options for those Tesla employees. I guess they're gonna treat them like military installations and leave your device at the door. In conclusion, shareholder meeting on June 13th. The votes are going to be historic, that's for sure. In addition to Elon Musk's pay package, there are other things on the docket like the move to Texas, the re-election of board members, and so much more. After the votes are tallied and announced, we'll get the coveted presentation, which has kind of taken a back burner. More than likely a Q&A at the end, which will be highly informative. Best believe I will be tuning in on June 13th. And an OpenAI Apple partnership has Elon Musk's antenna popped up. Danger, Will Robinson, danger. When Elon Musk sees a problem, he typically has an answer for it. Will a new product be born from this crisis? That's all I've got for you today. Be easy. Peace.